Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're having a wake for my father, Robert, tonight. And part of that, for me, is sometimes on a night like this, I've not had many. I hope to not have many. You just want your friends around. And so my next guest is a friend. She's a terrific actress. One of the loveliest people I know. Please welcome the incandescent Amy Yasbeck, everybody. How are you, Amy? Are you emotionally exhausted yet?
I am, but
really?
not just from the eulogy, but from life.
From life?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's interesting. I put fuzz all over you, and I'm sorry.
And emotionally, you put fuzz all over me as well, yeah.
Always.
I don't know what that means,
That's
but
okay.
it sounds kind of suggestive
And that's the important thing.
Vaguely flirtatious.
The suggestivity must go on.
I think so. I think the heart goes on, as do the pants.
Can I? The heart goes on one leg at a time.
Yeah.
The pants.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When you were talking to Dr. Pinsky,
Yeah.
might I call him Drew?
You can call him Drew, yeah.
When
He's
you were
not here.
When you were talking to Drew...
You can call him Fat Ass. He's left the building.
When you were talking to Dr. Fat Ass about the about closure...
About closure, yeah.
You're right. That is the biggest...
What the hell is that?
I don't know. That's a conspiracy.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody made that up on daytime TV.
But if something happened to you, would you want people around you to have closure? Woo! Good, that's over. No, it's like when somebody passes away, you have opener.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I still feel.
Well, wait. I mean, how long is it since John died?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Right. Do I have closure? Not likely.
Yeah.
But maybe it means something that I don't understand.
Right.
I don't want closure. I still feel that connection, and his kids still feel that connection.
Right.
And I'm still asking him questions, depending on what you believe, up there, in here, whatever, and I'm still getting answers just from the way he lived his life.
Do you have a belief in afterlife and all that kind of thing? Do you
No.
go for all of that?
Which is odd that I don't. I grew up very Catholic.
Yeah.
And I remember
What's very Catholic as opposed to...
Very Catholic is when you have actual nuns and priests in your family and
Wow.
and people doing this to you and
Your priests in your family?
I did, yes.
Yeah. Isn't that difficult?
Why?
Oh, I guess brothers and stuff. Yeah, I just
Oh yeah, not like my dad wasn't a priest.
Right, well that's a relief.
That would be very sassy.
That would be sassy.
That would be very sassy.
That would
And
be
and my mother was a druid, and oh, it was like
A
Romeo
druid?
and Juliet. No, it's all wrong. What were we talking about?
You were talking about you grew
the
up very
beliefs.
Catholic, the beliefs in...
Well, it's interesting because my daughter still is very open to that, and I don't try to tell her what to believe in heaven but she says, I need to believe in heaven, which is very honest because some people, that's the reason they do.
And who's to say not? You know?
Huh?
Who's to say not?
Who's to say not?
Right.
Exactly. But the thing is that, again, with the closure, you have to kind of live every day like it's heaven on earth. You can't be waiting for that. That's the thing about heaven that bugs me.
Well, I think that you said something that's quite interesting. The grief that... You've said a couple of things that were interesting. Let me just recap for you. No.
Thanks, little scrubber.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're OCD.
I know. The grief that you know, feeling grief. If it wasn't for the actual grief, there's a kind of clarity about it that I quite like.
That's
because you just don't want to listen to anybody's bull.
Okay.
You know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
First of all, there was a lot of swearing when John died. People that didn't usually think, hello, may I have a cup of tea? Were like, no. I mean, it was crazy because it just came out of the blue for us. It was a little bit different for you, I know, but it's
Well, there was a lot of swearing when my father was alive.
Right, that's true. And then there is a kind of clarity and a kind of thing where a very wise woman who lost her husband told me, cry, go away.
Right.
That no, please, I cry a little bit every day and I straighten ties.
Yeah. Does that help? If I start straightening ties, we're in West Hollywood, I get in a lot of trouble.
No, don't just walk up to people and straighten, but I will pick lint and straighten ties. It's a little thing. But that you own your own grief, and people come up and they go, how you doing, and how's it going? And you don't want to give any of that away. It's a real thing. Yeah. It's yours. Milo's going to be very interesting and interested in death and life and things, and he's got to see that it's okay to lose your S sometimes and just if you're feeling it, and it's also okay to be happy and for him to play Disney Art Deluxe computer game. I have knowledge of this. Our kids have the same obsession.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to be able to lose himself, he shouldn't feel guilty for that.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I don't think he will. It's hard. I don't know how you talk to your kids about stuff like this. But we got to take a break and we'll come right back. We'll be right back with Amy Yasbeck.